Here's how I turn my black-tailed deer into a shadow box. Alright, this video is going to be a little different than my normal ones. But this fall, I shot my first black-tailed buck out here in Oregon. I wanted to see how hard it was to preserve some of the hair for tying flies. Short story, it's not easy. I started off by pressure washing the hair and adding some borax to dry the skin. After a few days, I was a little worried, but it actually ended up working. The caddis. It's the staple of dry flies, and you couldn't have a video like this without one. And I'm not gonna lie, I hate tying them. Which makes this whole thing a little ironic. For my last caddis, I implemented my fiance's rabbit. I exchanged some dubbing for some treats. I really like how this fly turned out. I really enjoy how the dark deer hair contrasts with the light rabbit fur. To be honest, I've never used a stimulator. I only put this fly on my Oregon patterns because I picked one up off the ground once on the Rogue. It's a fun tie though. This fly right here was the inspiration for the color theme of the shadow box. It's a traditional steelhead fly, and it's slowly become a go-to tie of mine recently. After my buck, I got the chance to lose a ton of these. It's easy to learn a new pattern when you lose them every week. I never said I was good at fly fishing. The chubby Chernobyl, another fun tie and a small hint to a huge video coming this summer. I had a ton of success with this pattern last May, catching tons of nice rainbows on the Rogue. Another hint for you. At this point, I had zero clue what to tie. I read articles, watched videos, and couldn't find much that I liked. I think this pattern mimics like a beetle. It wasn't a difficult tie, but I just don't know when I would ever use a pattern like this. You don't even want to know how many times it took me to tie the mudlark minnow. It was the most fun to film and edit, but it was a pain to tie. To be honest, I don't even think I tied it right, but I like how it looks, so I don't really care. This final pattern kind of reminds me of like a bigger version of caddis. If you're still watching, make sure to subscribe and drop a like. Final. It was painful, but the flies finally got tied. At this point, I'm attaching the flies to cork with super glue to lock them in. Once that was done, I started to measure out where my bullet casing and flies should go. I had two designs in mind, the one on the right being my fiance's, so I went with the opposite. Since I got that bullet casing glued down, I started playing around with the design. Not like it mattered much because the casing was already glued down. At this point, I couldn't believe how I was looking. I thought it started to look kind of good. I want to give a huge thanks to my friends over at Rambler for helping getting this project started. If you're looking for a new vise or some new scissors, hit them up. I'll be linking them down below. Now, here's the final product. If you stuck around this long, please drop a like and subscribe. It means a lot and really helps the channel. Anyways, see you next time.